Path of Exile is set in a dark fantasy world. The player starts the game waking up on the shores of Rayclass, a remote continent that serves as a colony for criminals and other unwanted individuals. Regardless of the reasons for his or her exile, the player must now face the unforgiving wilderness with its dangerous inhabitants and the ruins of a cursed empire, and band together with other outcasts to survive. The player controls a single character from an overhead perspective and explores large outdoor areas and underground caves or dungeons, battling monsters and completing quests from NPCs to gain experience points and equipment. All areas, aside from the central encampments, are randomly generated for increased replayability. While all players play on currently one server world, the gameplay outside of encampments is instanced, providing every player or party with an isolated map to freely explore. The items are also randomly generated from a wide variety of basic types and endowed with special properties and gem sockets. They come in different rarities with increasingly more and more powerful properties. Players can choose from 7 available classes to play as. Each class is aligned with 1, 2, or 3 attributes. These classes consist of the Templar, aligned with both strength and intelligence. The Shadow, aligned with both dexterity and intelligence. The Marauder, aligned purely with strength. The Ranger, aligned purely with dexterity. The Duelist, aligned with both strength and dexterity. And lastly, the Witch, purely aligned with intelligence. There is also the Scion class, only available after rescuing her just before the final boss. She comes aligned with all 3 attributes: intelligence, dexterity, and strength. The different classes are not precluded from investing into skills not aligned with their core attributes, but will simply gain higher benefits or have easier access to the ones that are aligned with their core attributes. Unlike most other games of this genre, Path of Exile does not impose a fixed skill tree on each class. Instead, skills are itemized into skill gems which have to be earned or found in-game. These gems can be socketed into weapons and armor and will only then grant their skill to the character. As the character advances and levels up, the equipped skill gems also gains experience and can be leveled up into more potent versions. Active skills can be modified by items known as support gems, modifying your primary attack or skill with increased attack speed, faster projectiles, multiple projectiles, chaining hits, life leech, autocast spells on critical strike, and many more. All classes share the same selection of 1,350 passive skills, from which the player can choose one each time their character levels up, or occasionally through quest rewards. These passive skills improve the core attributes and grant further enhancements such as increased mana, health, or damage dealing capacity. They are arranged in a complex network resembling the sphere grid from Final Fantasy X. Instead of using a coined currency, the game's economy is based on bartering for rare currency items. Unlike traditional game currencies, these items have their own inherent uses and thus provide their own money sinks to prevent inflation. Most of these items are used to upgrade or randomize statistics on equipment. For example, scrolls of wisdom which allow you to identify items are one form of this currency. Currency items are found as drops from enemies or by trading unwanted equipment with NPCs. The developers of Path of Exile stress that one of their core goals is to provide a genuinely free-to-play game financed only by ethical microtransactions. Most other games require either some initial or recurring payment or are financed by microtransactions, which are often hard to avoid because they provide a significant game advantage. Path of Exile is planned to offer only cosmetic changes or vanity items in its item shop. I would say that Path of Exile would be the perfect game for players looking for a new Diablo and Torchlight experience. Maybe you've had enough of Diablo 2 runs, or the revenue model Diablo 3 is based upon. Maybe you just want to play new content within this genre. Well then for you sir, I would say that Path of Exile would be the perfect choice. I'm Mass, and you've been watching a Cosmic Juju quick gameplay video.